Hi Capricorn, it's Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your reading for September 2017. I'm already shuffled and laid out your cards for the Zen Tarot spread, the Flying Bird here, and then chose one oracle card from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen Farmer. And the card that we pulled for you, Capricorn, today is the Rainbow card. The card that signifies blessings. You know, rainbows, they occur and they're usually special when we've had rain and there's moisture in the air and then the sunlight beams through. It's a combination of the water and the light, and it creates just this beautiful sort of reminder that fresh starts, good luck, or, people have seen, the pot at the end of the rainbow. Blessings are yours. And I'm feeling that for you, Capricorn, you're at a point now where sort of the storm has passed and you're ready for the light to come in and for new ways of seeing and doing things. You're ready for it. You're ready for a fresh start, or at least a more positive, blessing-filled outlook onto things, okay? So let's see, your starting point here is completion. This is where you're starting. You're starting at the point of completion. And if you see, and that goes along with our idea of you're in a new cycle. Your storm or your dark times are clearing and they're done, right? This also shows that that final puzzle piece being put in place is in the position of the third eye. So your intuition and your sense of trusting the unseen maybe has been more developed recently, and or you're about to go into a phase where you're developing that sense of intuition or the connection to just a higher place of living from, that isn't just this three-dimensional, everything you see and do and touch and feel every single day in your life, the external world. There's more to it, right? There is. And given the beautiful oracle card we pulled for you of the rainbow and the blessings, you do know. There's more to this. So how do you go about creating your experience so that you're closer and closer to that sort of higher perspective, that new way of seeing things? Well, it starts inside, it starts internally, and it starts with touching down into your heart space and developing even more your sense of compassion. That highest form of love is compassion for others. And knowing we're all one, knowing we're all connected is one thing, but really feeling it and really developing that connection is another. Okay, so that's where it starts. That's where your fresh start is going to start, in the heart. I love all my rhyming here. In your external world, look at this. Okay, this is three major arcanas. These are three. This is a powerful time for you right now. Okay, Capricorn, you have the opportunity to see and do and go about your life in a new way. Okay, new vision, new start with the rainbow blessings. Your stormy, cloudy, difficult times are done for now. And the next time a challenging time comes about in your life, or the clouds start forming again, you'll be prepared because you're working on your heart, your sense of compassion, and seeing things in a new light. So, because I'm not saying the storm is past, it'll never come back, right? The things that occur in our lives are constant. They're constant. As we know, change is that one thing that's the only thing that you can rely on is change. So that times will come along that feel really good and that are easy and everything's in the flow, and then times will come along where there's more resistance and it doesn't feel so good, and the storm comes again. But you do know, and what you're learning internally, and you're seeing in a new way is that it will pass. The storm will come, but it will also pass again, and the rainbow will come again, right? So you're sort of in this place right now, Capricorn, in the early part of this month, where you can sort of reassert that foundational knowledge that the cycles of life are just that. And you choose any one point of life to stay engaged with and to let that grow. So if you stay engaged with the next set of clouds that come and that storm that comes, or that seemingly negative experience that comes your way, if you lock in on that and resist it and stay, you'll make that grow, right? Instead of finding that new way, the new way of seeing it, that, yeah, the storm's coming. I think I'll just like pull in for a minute and focus on the, those things that I want to occur once the storm is past. I'll focus on that. I'm going to focus on the rainbow before it even comes, right? New ways of traversing your way through your life. Yes, and it all starts within. Again, starts with the heart, and it starts with your sense of self. This third chakra in this person is lit up. The place of self-empowerment. And this figure knows that he's the creator of his life. He knows that every choice that he makes is creating his experience in the external world. So the internal work is there. Look at that. Touch base with your heart, touch base with your, your self-knowledge, your connection to yourself. Get that foundation, and then you have new ways of showing up in the world. And that brings about the attention to the blessings, which are always there, by the way. Always there. Yes. And in here, I love it. Look at this. Okay, if this side of the reading is internal energies, which you're doing that deep work in your heart, learning how to find that connection more strongly with others and to yourself as well, it shows up in your life as new experience, enjoyable experience, and an opening, a literal flowering and opening up of yourself, sharing, giving, connecting in your life, with others. It's a blossoming of self. This is a beautiful path right now for you, Capricorn. It's a very positive one. And then be sure to stay in the moment. The way I read this, and there are different ways of reading tarot, but for me, this is saying, it's all going to work out. It always does. And so I'm going to just walk along my path and trust that the next thing to support me will show up, instead of, worrying this guy is about to step off the cliff. But really, because maybe just below this picture, there's a big ledge that he'll just jump on. We don't know, right? And he doesn't really care, because he's trusting, doing that internal work and creating that trust in the process and the path of life. It creates blessings. It literally creates blessings, and it creates a new experience, a new way of engaging in the world. And when the storm comes and when those challenging times come, they're going to pass. So they pass more quickly if you, look ahead and look past them. Yeah. So the basic overall message of this reading is this card of experiencing, and it makes complete sense, because this figure is stepping through the forest, but not just walking and looking at the trees. She's engaging with the trees. Those trees are almost becoming a part of her, because she feels the connection with all beings and all things that that come along her path in her life. Truly living in the moment and truly being engaged in everything that comes your way, and everything you see and touch and smell, and everything that's right in your environment, being truly engaged with it. That's where the life is. That's where the living is, right there. Not letting your mind jump 2 steps ahead. Oh, I see the tree, but where's the pond, or where's the water? This is the tree, and this is where I am right now. and I'm loving this, and I'm loving this space I'm in right now. Just like the Fool does, he's not worried too much about what comes in the future because it will all work for him, and he knows it. The rainbow is your guide. That thought of, this is a really, really positive, beautiful reading right now for you, Capricorn. I love it. And if you are, if you're setting the intention to raise your level of trust a little bit in the universe, instead of engaging only with what you see or feel or touch, if you can get what I mean, if you're just responding to those real world daily things that are happening, you're kind of missing the fullness, that fullness of what life is really bringing you. The work is all internal. It starts with an internal shift to bring about new ways of seeing it and new experiences coming your way. Compassion and connection to yourself and trusting the universe. Those are the 3 steps. That's your work for the next couple weeks, right? Compassion of the heart, connection to your own power, and trusting the external powers, trusting the universe, the flow of everything. It's going to create a really beautiful path for you. Okay, Capricorn, I hope that this reading was, it connected with you well. And let me know, leave some comments. I love your comments. And I will be back mid-month or so for an update. Okay? Take care.